So you walk every single day, you're hitting your step goals, you feel like you're doing everything right. But why does your lower back still ache? And why do your hips feel so tight all the time? Well, let's get into it because today we're going to uncover a surprising truth. Your daily walk might not be the fix you think it is. It's super frustrating, right? You're putting in all this effort, but those nagging aches and pains just won't seem to quit. Maybe you've even noticed it's getting a little tougher to get up from a low, comfy sofa. You're not alone in this, and the reason why is actually pretty simple, but it's something most of us miss. Okay, let's just get right to the point with a bit of a controversial truth. Walking is not enough. And get this, if your glute muscles are weak, your daily walk might actually be making things worse by reinforcing bad habits in how you move. So what's the real culprit here? Well, it's a part of your body that a lot of physical therapists call a sleeping giant. We're talking about your glutes, your butt muscles. And when this giant is asleep on the job, the rest of your body, especially your back, ends up taking a serious hit. So let's wake it up. The official term for this is gluteal amnesia. I know, it sounds pretty dramatic, but it's the perfect description for what's going on. You see, because of our modern lives, we sit to eat, we sit to drive, we sit to watch TV, our butt muscles get stretched out, and basically, they forget their job. They just switch off. And this is a huge deal. The gluteus maximus, which you see highlighted here, is the single largest muscle in your entire body. Its main job is absolutely crucial. It's designed to hold your torso up straight and give you the power to push forward when you walk or run. When it's not working, your body has to get creative. So what happens next? Well, as you can see here, your body is incredibly smart. It finds a way to move no matter what, so it cheats. Instead of using those big, powerful glutes, it starts to overuse your smaller lower back muscles and your hamstrings to do the heavy lifting. You can literally walk for miles without ever really turning on your glutes, which is exactly why we need to isolate them. Okay, so let's fix this right now. And the best part, you don't even need to stand up. We're going to start with a super effective exercise called the seated power squeeze. This move is specifically designed to send a direct wake-up call to that sleeping giant. The setup couldn't be simpler. Just follow these 3 steps. Scoot forward to the edge of a sturdy chair, get your feet flat on the floor about shoulder-width apart. Now, the most important part, sit up tall. Imagine a string is gently pulling the very top of your head towards the ceiling. No slouching on this one. All right, here's a fantastic little mental trick to make sure you're getting this right. It might sound a little funny, but I want you to imagine you're trying to crack a walnut between your butt cheeks. Seriously, this image helps you make sure you're firing up those deep glute muscles and not something else. Now for the movement itself. Using that walnut cue, you are going to squeeze your glutes as hard as you possibly can for a full 5 seconds. Then, and this part is key, release the squeeze completely for 3 seconds. We're going to repeat that whole cycle 10 times. So why does this work so incredibly well? Because that intense, focused squeeze sends a powerful electrical signal straight from your brain to your glutes. Since you're sitting down and only thinking about this one action, other muscles like your back or hamstrings can't jump in and take over. You literally can't cheat this movement. Awesome. Now that we've woken up the main glute muscle, let's build on that success. To get real stability, we also need to hit the side glutes to get our hips balanced. And that is where our next move, the seated clamshell, comes into play. Now, these side glutes, also called the gluteus medius, are much smaller muscles, but they play a massive role in our stability. They are the muscles that stop your hips from dropping from side to side when you walk. They prevent that waddling motion and help you have a smooth, strong stride. For this one, you're going to keep your feet together on the floor. Now take your hands and place them on the outside of your knees. The movement is simple. You're going to try to push your knees apart, kind of like you're opening a book, but you're going to use your hands to resist that movement and stop them from actually going anywhere. You're going to push outwards against your hands for a solid 10 seconds. You should really feel that deep burn on the outside of your hips. After 10 seconds, just relax completely. We're going to repeat that just 5 times. This is called an isometric contraction, and it is fantastic for building stability almost instantly. You know, the real beauty of these 2 simple exercises is how easily you can fit them into your everyday life. The goal is to make this strength work completely invisible by weaving it into the routines you already have. It's a cool concept called habit stacking. Think about it. You can do a set of power squeezes while you're sitting and having breakfast. You could do the seated clamshells during the commercial breaks of your favorite show. Waiting for the kettle to boil or stuck on a long phone call? Those are perfect opportunities. It only takes a couple of minutes and you don't need any equipment at all. And you're going to feel the benefits really fast. On the very first day, you'll feel those muscles turning on, maybe for the first time in a long time. After a week of doing this consistently, the next time you go for a walk, you'll actually feel your glutes helping out. And by week 2, you should notice a real difference. You'll probably stand taller, your back will feel better, and you might even feel lighter on your feet. Let's finish up with a really powerful idea about your body and its incredible potential. It is truly never too late to rebuild your strength and completely change the way you feel and move. And I want you to remember this. Muscle doesn't know how old you are. It doesn't care about the number of candles on your birthday cake. It only knows one thing, whether or not you are using it. You have the power to wake up that sleeping giant and rebuild your foundation, one simple squeeze at a time. So, here's a little challenge for you. Try the power squeeze right now, wherever you're sitting. As you do it, did you feel one side squeezing harder than the other? It's really common to have one side that's a little lazier. So tell us in the comments below, is your left side or your right side the lazy one? Give it a try and let us know.